Hi. So here in this set, very simple set actually, we have to figure out the sales, the expenses and the profit for 4 different companies, which is A&T, then you have BAT, then you have CAT, and then you have DAT. Okay, these are the 4 companies that we have. Okay, let me draw the table so that it would be easy to visualize things. Sales, expenses and profit. Okay, so let's start. Sales, expenses, profit. Now Ghosh Babu has recently acquired 4 companies, namely Archana Technologies, BAT, CAT and DAT. When the result of the companies for the year 92-93 were placed before him, he found a few interesting things about them. While the profits of CAT and DAT were the same. Okay, so profits of CAT and DAT were the same. Profits of CAT and DAT were the same. Next is profits of A&T were 10% of its sales. Okay, so profit of A&T was 10% of its sales. So let's say the sales of A&T is 10x. That means the profit will be 10%, that is x. Now if the sales is 10x and the profit is x, the expense would have been 10x minus x, that is 9x, right? Sales minus expenditure is profit. Simple equation, right? Then whereas the profit of BAT were 20% of its sales. For BAT, the profit was 20% of its sales. So let's say the sales of BAT were 10y. Now we cannot assume 10x. We don't know if the sales is same or not. So we'll assume 10y. Hence the profit for BAT will be 2y. That means the expense will be 10y minus 2y. That is 8y. Okay. Cool. While the total expenses of CAT were 5 times its profits. Okay. Let's say the profit of CAT was C. The total expenses would be 5 times of C. That means 5C. Hence the total sales for CAT will be expenditure plus profit, that is 5C plus C, that is 6C. What we are doing here is simply sales minus expenditure is your profit, right? We have this simple equation. Profit is sales minus expenditure. We are using this equation to figure out the profit, expenditure and sales of these 3 companies. And finally, sales of DAT were 3 times its profit. Now if the sales of DAT were D, if the profit of DAT were D, its sales will be 3 times, so it will be 3D, right? Sales were 3 times the profits. Now if the sales is 3D and the profit is D, that means the expenditure will be 2D over here, right? Okay. Now let's see what is the exact value of each of these sales, expenditure and profit figures. We are given that the total expenses of CAT were 10 lakh. Okay. Total expenditure of CAT is 10 lakh rupees. Okay. That means 5C is equal to 10 lakh. That means C is equal to 2 lakh. Hence the profit of C is 2 lakh. That means the sales of C will be 6 times of 2 lakhs. That means 12 lakh rupees. Okay. Now since profit of CAT and DAT are same, profit of DAT will also be 2 lakh. Hence the value of D is 2 lakh. That means this is 4 lakh. And this is 6 lakh over here. Right? Okay. Now there was one more thing that we missed out. Profits of CAT and DAT were same. Sales of CAT and BAT were same. Okay. Sales of CAT and BAT were same. So these 2 figures have to be same. That means sales of BAT will also be 12 lakh rupees. So that means 10y is 12 lakh rupees. Hence 8y will be 9.6 lakh rupees. Right? And profit will be 2.4 lakh rupees. 10y is 12, that means y is 1.2. So if y is 1.2, 8 times of 1.2 is 9.6 lakhs and twice of 1.2 is 2.4 lakhs. So we have figured out the sales expense and profit for bat, cat and dat. Next information is total expenses of ant were 10% less than those of cat. Okay. So total expenses of ant were 10% less than that of cat. Okay. So cat's total expense is 10 lakh rupees. If we reduce this by 10%, the expenses will be 9 lakh rupees for ant. So 9x is 9 lakh rupees. That means x is 1 lakh rupees. So this is 1 lakh rupees over here. And this is 10 into 1, that is 10 lakh rupees. Okay, fine. Now let's come to the questions. Which company had the lowest sales? Fine. If you look at the sales, the lowest sales is for that, hence the answer is option D. Second, which company had the highest total expenses? The highest total expenses were for cat, hence the answer is option C. Which company had the lowest profits? The lowest profits is for ant, which is 1 lakh rupees. And which company had the highest profit? The highest profit is for bat, which is 2.4. So this is bat over here. Okay. So very easy set, simple, right? So that's it for this set. Thank you.